Welcome back to Terrific's Live from the Jacob Javits Center here at Toy Fair 2017. Be terrific.
Woo!
Welcome back. Welcome back. We're back now.
Back.
And we're here with Renegade Made.
Yep.
And I'm not even sure where we start here.
That's why Nicole's here. Yeah.
I'm not even sure where we start.
The Nicole is the CRO of Chief Renegade. You know what the CRO is? The Chief Renegade Officer.
That's right. Yeah.
So what do we have here, Nicole? What is Renegade Made all about?
It's all about teaching kids to be kind, but doing it anonymously, not for the bragging Facebook statuses of the parents. I know we're all ridiculously proud of our kids, but I wanted to do something that would teach the kids to be kind when nobody's watching, when nothing's in it for them. Because how do you know that they're going to be good when nobody's around unless they get this
Only
instilled?
kids? How about some adults?
I know. I can think of some
learning
kids,
some of these lessons. We'll start with the kids.
Yeah, maybe some presidential candidates.
And it's Renegade Made, M-A-D-E.
M-A-D-E, yes.
And where's the renegade part, huh?
So I'm a part-time renegade. You know, I like to be slightly irreverent. You guys have met me. You know this now. I like
is
to
that what happened to your foot?
Yeah, we're looking down here and you've got something quite relevant.
It was a twerking accident.
Okay.
No, it was not.
We'll talk about that off camera.
Right.
No. So I like to be a little bit sassy, and you know, with this kind of mission, we realized that the children have to want to do it. So it feels slightly irreverent, but it's all kind. So that's where the Renegade came in, because the kid's not going to want to do it if it teaches you to be kind and it's boring.
So the irreverence kind of captures their attention, and then the kindness and everything associated with it makes them realize
you already got them in. They're already in.
Exactly, and then we're all connected.
Gotcha.
Yep. So.
Okay, so when did Renegade Made start?
So I came up with the idea about 3 years ago, and I was new to the toy industry, so I didn't really know what I was doing. I had a clear picture of it, but it took a long time to perfect, to source, to get it designed, and I needed to make absolutely sure that the product was as good as the mission, that it really was as good as I was saying it was, because otherwise, as I said, kids aren't going to want to do it.
And this is your brainchild.
Yeah, exactly.
You sound like this.
Right.
You are an entrepreneur from a good start. You built this company.
And it came from her own self. Like, this is me. I am the Renegade Made.
And the message you were trying to bring to the wider world.
And to teach kids, because my generation of kids is, just all about recognizing their kids and bragging about their kids. And again, they're proud of their kids. I get the impulse. But you want kids to do things, you always wonder how your kids act when you're not in the room. Or when they're at somebody else's house. Did they remember to say thank you?
Well, we know how they act. Well, I don't have mine. They're basically in the phone. So to some degree, this also gets them out of the device.
Exactly.
And gets them connected to one another. So show us the product. Show us what you've got.
So we'll start with the Random Acts of Flowers kit. And this has been our most popular seller. And what the kids do with this kit is they lace together
random acts of flowers. So we've all heard this say random acts of kindness.
Of course.
Of course, so you're building upon that.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the Renegade part, I'm telling you.
And they make this little vase that they lace together, and they make 12 tissue paper flowers. And we tell them, go hang it on like a porta potty or a chain link fence or someplace that needs glamming
all
up.
this together.
They're putting all that together in 12 tissue paper flowers and go hang it up in public. And then when somebody takes a flower, they see this on the tag. It says, I made this for you.
Especially.
Go do something nice for someone today.
So they'll take this, they'll put it together at home, they'll go into a public area, a park or along a commercial street. They'll hang it, and then someone comes by and says, oh, what is this? Picks up the flower and sees
the tag, and it encourages other people to go do something nice for someone. And I tried really hard to make this so that it was something an adult would want to take, not just a kid project. They're super cute. There's a lot of different colors.
I know a couple corners in New York City that could use some flowers like these.
I made this for you.
Or the men's bathroom.
Now, do something nice for someone.
Wash your hands next time. Do something nice for all of us.
Yeah. Maybe breath mints will include too.
Right. Now, do you have children?
I do. I have 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Girls, boys?
I have a girl who's a 12-year-old and then 2 teenage boys.
Nice.
So they've seen mom being an entrepreneur from the beginning.
Yeah, and trying to look for opportunities to help people. You know, like I'm the person that runs ahead and opens the door for somebody with the packages. And, you know, I always try to look for an opportunity to help somebody or be nice to somebody. And you model that, but you also have to instill it in other ways.
So fantastic for Valentine's, birthdays, all kinds of events.
Day,
so this is one of your products. Show us what else you have.
Yeah. And so this one is the sidewalk chalk tagging kit. There we go.
Sidewalk chalk tagging
now,
kit.
we've all seen that, right? You know, the sidewalk chalk. Okay, now where's the tagging part come in?
So what the kids do is we have 6 packets of colored powders. We have red, blue, and orange. And we have these little cups, and they mix up the chalk powders with water, and they make their own chalk paint, which is totally washable.
Okay.
Then they put on...
Then they have stencils.
Yeah, they put on their bandit mask, because again, this is about doing it anonymously, not for the recognition.
Are they allowed to call themselves renegades? Or
they can. Okay. They can call themselves whatever they want, because their parents have probably called them a lot of things, right? Yeah.
Indeed.
So then they go tagging around town with our reusable stencils. Like,
let's see if we can see this.
Yeah, on my dress you can. Make art, not your bed.
Okay.
Interested in time travel?
I like this.
Meet me here last Tuesday.
You might have missed the renegade part, but make art, not your bed.
Right.
So nobody wants to make
a stencil from this, like on the sidewalk, and people walk by and
what
is
it?
What
but it just makes them smile. You know, like you're walking to work and it's a Monday and you see that.
If I was a kid, I'd put that like in my room over my bed.
Right.
I'd never make my bed.
Right? Exactly.
Right.
And when your parents came in, you say, "I'm just following instructions." Right?
Exactly.
What do you want from me?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is interested in time travel. Meet me here last Tuesday.
Oh,
cool.
So,
for the Star Trek fans.
Right. This is my own personal slogan. I never finish anything. So, yeah.
Who came up with it?
I did all this.
You did all of this, right?
So you're
dancing
a comedian on the side.
That's right. Or
part-time renegade, part-time comedian.
Copywriter, designer.
Yeah. So dancing spot.
Nice.
Maybe if I put this down, will you start dancing?
Right. I'll do my thing.
Yeah.
We know that Darryl is very good on his feet.
I know what twerking does. So
that's right. Now we have my pogo stick, right?
The best things in life aren't things, so that's a sweet one.
Oh,
nice.
I like that one.
And
I really like that
I found this humorous. So
like the bone,
like
the
bone,
yeah.
Okay, absolutely. That's right. I like that.
Catch it.
And then there's loose stencils, so the kids start to do their own art and create what they want.
There's almost a cone Zen-like quality to some of these aphorisms with a sort of a comedic twist. Were you trying to put those two together?
Absolutely. Okay. And I didn't want to dumb it down for kids because I wanted them to have fun doing it, but I don't want to make it so simplistic that an adult walking wouldn't enjoy it as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And if the adults are doing that, the kids are like, next.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. And let's think about it. The kids are advancing so quickly nowadays. I mean, you have a 13-year-old going on 21 anyway.
Exactly. I got a 14-year-old going on 24. Believe me, I know.
Oh, God, I'm sorry to hear that.
There's so much. Go ahead, please, Darryl.
We have one more.
Oh, we have one more. That's right.
Yeah.
What's this last thing?
Okay, so this last one is the Fairly Painless Tattoo Lounge for Charity.
Okay.
Fairly Painless Tattoo Lounge.
Painless Tattoo Lounge for Charity.
And that's Fairly Painless Wink Wink.
Do you have any real tattoos?
Not that I know of.
Okay, I have tattoos.
None that she's going to tell us about here on camera.
What about you, Doc? You have any tattoos?
No tattoos.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Today's your day, mister. You can get your first tattoo.
There we go. Fairly Painless. I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah,
all right. Will be terrific.
All right, I'll give you a couple choices of where to put them. So,
all right.
This is the Fairly Painless Tattoo Lounge poster that the kids can hang up. They've got a tablecloth that they set up on their card table at the park or wherever. So it's a huge tablecloth.
Okay.
And then we've got a little megaphone. They can advertise their Fairly Painless tattoos here. And we have they build this little money collection box here that's so cute. Put your money in here.
All right, so you're paying for your tattoos. There's no shortcuts around here.
So all of this has been done in the last 2 years? I mean, you've pulled this whole thing together?
I'm exhausted.
You don't look exhausted. You look exhilarated.
I am. This is like what I love. And there's 126 amazing tattoos in here.
And this is what I'm trying to figure out still. Who's coming up with all these ideas?
Right here.
I mean,
the CRO, Chief Renegade Officer. She's a renegade.
Okay, how long have you had this passion or had these things inside of you? Is it from childhood or?
I was always coming up with inventions.
Okay.
And, but when I was home with the kids for a lot of years, I was in business for years and then I was home with the kids for a lot of years and then your mind wanders.
Right.
Well, we were talking about this. This is Winnetka, Illinois. So in the winter, you have a lot of time inside for the mind to wander.
With the kids, And so you're like, you just think of stuff. And so I would write down my little inventions and stuff. And I kept circling back on this one because I felt it was really needed. And I realized that even in the public schools, kids were starting to turn the focus to do things for other people. Usually they do that in parochial schools, but in our public school, the kids, instead of doing a typical Valentine party, they'd still have the cupcakes and the Valentines, but they'd also make Valentines for soldiers or something like that. So they were starting to think about it, and I said, this is perfect. It's the perfect time to do something like this, and it's very
crafty,
much needed.
It's intelligent. It makes you think. You could do it at home. Classes can do it. Churches,
scouting groups, birthday
community
parties.
Groups.
And I'll tell you, so my daughter did this tattoo lounge. So she did it for 2 hours, and she was applying and selling tattoos to people. $123 in 2 hours.
Become an entrepreneur.
So donate.
You don't have to wait till Halloween and UNICEF.
And she donated it to her favorite charity. So that's what you do. You donate. And not a lot of kids. She's 12. Not a lot of kids have the power to generate $123 to send to charity.
And now she can go to her class or her church group, and she can put this in the hands of 10, 15 kids. And it's, the circles build from there.
Right.
Now is Renegade Made self-funded?
It is,
Wow.
It's been.
So the venture capitalists haven't come knocking on you. The private equity.
They have.
They have.
Yeah,
I was just
saying. I was very specific that this had to be a certain level of good, and a certain design level. It had to be a certain quality. And once you get people in there, they start saying, "Oh, well, what if you do this, or what if you do that?" And I had such a clear vision on what would work.
Clearly.
So I wanted to make sure we did that.
Well, these days, social entrepreneurship and giving back in the virtuous circle between for-profit and not-for-profit, it's a laydown for what you're doing here to make those connections. That's wonderful.
And every kid donates a portion of the profits to charity. So we teach kind, and we're also modeling it.
Now, where can people get Renegade Made from?
So they can get it we have a variety of small brick and mortar stores. We have toy stores, gift shops, bookstores. They're all listed on our website. There's also a seller. It's renegade-made.com. MADE.
MADE.
And it's made in USA, or some of it
created in USA.
Created in USA. Some of it. Well, and which is fine because we do need to bring in partners from all over. But everything was initiated in Illinois,
and it's
and
all
then you've outsourced to various parties for the printing and the cutting and the assembling and all of that. Wonderful.
And it's all tested, all for American standards, all safety tested for ages 8+. And the great thing about these kits is it's really good for boys. There's not a lot of crafts for boys. It's great for girls. It's good to do alone or with a group. So you can tuck it in the closet, the gift closet, and pull it out when you need an activity. Now, we also sell on, there's one seller on Amazon, and we're in places like Uncommon Goods, which is a big art seller online. Hearth Song, Fat Brain Toys. We're in the Guggenheim Museum. We're in the Field Museum in Chicago.
You've been allowed. They're very selective about what they bring in there. So I understand that you have dozens and dozens of full-time and part-time employees. There's a whole factory floor where this is.
Who have you been talking
or
to?
Is that not? No, I understand that there's one person in the company that's done all this, and that's an important point because we've tried to stress today the idea of entrepreneurship in the toy industry, startup companies. We've had a number of young entrepreneurs. We've had some some grandfathers in the industry. And this was something you had a vision, and you decided to do this. And one person, you've created all of this in the period.
And obviously, it started small. You started with your first kit. You had your vision, and it's expanding, obviously, and doing great. So how much? If I wanted just one kit, what's the price range, or is there a difference?
Yeah, they range between $19.99 to $24.99. So I tried to keep them in the birthday party range, or like the aunt buying it for the nephew. And again, as we said, we give a portion of the profits to charity too. So we are continuing that. We have two great charities we're working with right now. One is called Random Acts of Flowers, and one is called Camp Kesem. And Camp Kesem sends kids to camp whose parents have been affected by cancer. So they send them, and so we send them donations. And Random Acts of Flowers takes flowers that were left over from events, and they assemble them into bouquets, and they drop them off at hospitals and nursing homes. And
you have a little blurb on the back of your box that's so well written.
I'm the writer. Thank you.
It's so well. I'm going to read it for a moment. Renegade Made craft and activity kits are a line of products that teach young citizens of the world, so important, that making people happy is not only the right thing to do, it's also ridiculously fun.
Yeah.
We put the focus on anonymous acts of silliness and kindness by giving you everything you need to start infecting the world around you with pure, unabashed joy. Bravo.
It's better than infecting the world with the stomach flu.
Yeah.
Much better.
Or the other things that are going on that for another day and another time. Right.
Another show.
Another show.
Yeah, well, this has been great. Nicole, Renegade Made, renegade-made.com. We'll be right back live from the Jakob Javits Center.
So
this
nice.
is BeTerrific.
Bravo.